welcome and thank you for everyone for coming to the 2013 Division I Women's Basketball National Championship Semifinal Press Conference. First of all, congratulations to the Lady Flames at Lee University. We're going to start off by going left to right, introducing yourself and what position you play.
Okay, I'm Brooke Hamby and I'm the point guard.
I'm Mary Jackson and I'm a forward.
I'm Julia Zimmerman and I'm a guard.
I'm Holly German and I'm a guard.
Rachel Lockhart, I'm a guard.
Okay, now we'll just open up for questions from the media.
Coach, when this season started, did you have any hopes or plans at being in this Final Four?
Well, it was, yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you and I have talked a lot this year about how, and I think we talked about it on the radio yesterday, not surprised that we're in this position, amazed that we're in this position, maybe a better word. You know, from where we started early in the year and to where this team has come and been able to accomplish amazes me every day. I mean, Kelly and I were talking, walking down the hall in the back, and we really feel like this is the most unselfish team we've ever had on and off the court. And I think you see their unselfishness every day by the way they handle, you know, Cade and the way they handle each other and the way they care for each other on and off the court. So I think we've been able to be amazed by this group, but not surprised one bit because of the kind of people we have on the team.
I'd like to ask, kind of on the light side, Holly German, how she developed her jump shot out of Frankfort, Tennessee.
Is there anything else to do in 04, George?
Is that on an outdoor court or?
Just whatever court was open.
For those that are not familiar, Holly, every day of every week you'll see her in the gym. I mean, I've never seen a kid who has worked as hard on developing her skills, and it's not a once in a while thing. It's every day. She's in there. You walk in the gym. Her skills have not come about because of her own selfishness, not the work.
Well, I think you see her work ethic rub off on everybody else, and then I think you see from the left or my right side all the way to the left, you see leadership rub off on everybody. This is the best group of leaders I've ever had. And I don't say those things lightly, but it is a group that has been able to feed off of each other. They feed off of work ethic, or they feed off of leadership and work ethic, and you know, that's something that I'm really, really proud of, and really proud of this group, how they can handle. They've been able to handle themselves and really embrace each other and what each other's strengths are. And everybody knows she's a worker, and it's pretty nice to have somebody that works that hard and have a group that works that hard. I mean, this group really works hard too.
My final question would be here to Mary Jackson and her transition from Division I basketball to league. It's been a process, I know, Mary, for a couple of years. How have you adjusted and have you learned to fit in with this league program?
Yeah, I pretty much adjusted. In the beginning, it was kind of hard because I didn't know my role or what he wanted me to do. But now I'm pretty much aware of it, rebound, defend, and if I score, I score. But I'm willing to contribute whatever I need to do to help this team win.
Mary, as a follow-up to that, of course, your first school was in Louisville, University of Louisville. Of course, any student, when they come into school, wants to win a championship. What's it like to be now an hour away from your first school and a chance to play for national title possibly in 2 months? Have you thought about that yet?
No, not really.
What's it like to, I mean, you've spent a year in the States. What's it like to kind of just be back in the area? I'm sure you've got some friends from this area, possibly from your first year of college play.
Well, I haven't really thought about that. I'm just focusing on winning regardless where we are. So I didn't even know Louisville was close. I don't even know where I am actually. So I'm just trying to win.
Staying on the Kentucky line, Coach, of course, you're from the state of Kentucky, coached Prussia in the Fab Four, Final Four, semifinals, 2004. What's it like to be back here in your home state and possibly able to, you know, if you win the national title, it will be in your home state?
Well, it's you know, it's fun to be back home, and you know, we're still about 3 hours away from where I grew up, but you know, just having a lot of friends. I've got a lot of friends in the Mid-South Conference and former assistant coach and all kinds of things, and so you know, we kind of, you know, I kind of grew up, you know, through the coaching ranks playing these teams, and so it's exciting to be back. You know, it doesn't matter. We loved when we were in Jackson. We loved that Final Four as well, and there were the two that we were in before. And you know, this is just an experience, no matter where you're at, that you want to soak up. You know, because it doesn't happen. I mean, this is, you know, obviously our second one as a program, and we're looking forward to taking that next step. And you know, we've tried to be very careful with this bunch, not to push the fast forward button and not to get ahead of ourselves, but we're certainly excited about the prospects of playing Monday night, tomorrow night against Cumberland, and getting a chance to maybe advance to a title game. But it's going to take 40 more minutes, and we're looking forward to that 40 minutes.
Got a quick question for Brooke Hamby. You guys have won 16 straight games, including 3 games within the national championship. In your eyes, what has been the key to the Lady Flames' success during that stretch?
Well, we just pulled together, and at the beginning of the year, Coach Rowe actually told us that a coach called and said we weren't as good as we had been in the past, and I think that just motivated us to go even farther, and I think we've done that. And I don't know, after we lost Southern Poly, we just were angry, and we took revenge, and we don't want to stop until we get to the national championship.
Could I ask one more question, Coach Rowe, and Coach Rachel Lockhart, and to this basketball team?
Well, I mean, you've seen it the last 2 nights, you know. You saw it at the conference tournament and down the stretch. There's everybody in this room trusts Rachel. I mean, there's nobody in this room that does not trust Rachel Lockhart. And whether it be with their kids, whether it be, you know, because she'll babysit everybody's kids, okay? We all know that. Whatever. I mean, we just trust her. And as a group, when you have a defender like her, that you can put on the other team's best wing and you say she doesn't get anything, it's big. And then she's so unassuming with her personality, you know, that you know, she does not take compliments very well. It just embarrasses her, and she's embarrassed right now, I can promise you that. But what she's been able to do on the court yesterday with Gober, and what Mary and our other defenders do to the other team's best players right now, means a lot to us. And you know, there's no doubt, you know, when she contributes offensively, she doesn't care if she does or not. It's a big boost to us, but you know, she's taken her role and she's developed, and you know, when it comes crunch time, we know she's going to be somebody that, you know, we have to have in there wanting to make a big play, and she'll make a big play for us no matter what.
Coach, can you tell us about any adversities you faced this year and how you overcame them?
Well, I mean, every team has adversity. I mean, we've got to. You know, we've got a kid sitting back there that would be playing in the national tournament, okay, that blew her knee out a month before the season started. Right there, you know, it threw this team into a kind of a side spin, and so you see them be able to kind of fight through that all year. You know, at our retreat this year, you know, we had something happen that, you know, you just can't imagine happen. And you see our team be able to take that and provide comfort and provide, you know, the type of things that you need to have happen. And, you know, you just kind of pull together as a group, and that goes back to the unselfishness. That goes back to not caring about yourself so much, caring about everybody else in the room, and I think that's happened. And adversity is something that happens every day, and you're judged how you handle it. And to be able to handle it the way this group has, Brooke said it really good. I'm glad she didn't start crying. She made me cry. We have played mad for about a month now, a month and a half. They've played mad. They've played angry, and they've taken any type of adversity thrown at them and been able to handle it. And I think you see that down the stretch. I think you see this type of, at this time of year, teams are going to do two things. They're either going to splinter out when it gets tough, or they're going to pull together when it gets tough. And this team, when it gets tough, this team just gets tighter and tighter. And so it's no secret why we're here. We're here because we're a strong group together. And the way we've been able to handle things is very. I'm very proud as a coach.
You got time for two more questions.
Can you just briefly tell us what you were talking about as far as the retreat?
Okay. Our assistant coach lost a baby on the retreat. She was 10 weeks pregnant and had a miscarriage on the retreat. And the girls knew. You guys knew, right? Mm-hmm. They knew, but they didn't want to know, and until we got back from the retreat. So they went about their business on the retreat, and then when they came back, they took care of her. And as she took care of them, now, we're happy to say she's 18 weeks pregnant again. Okay, and that's been a big blessing for all of us too. That now she's going to have, she'll have a baby in August, right? And so those type of things, even though they are so tough to handle, it's life. And, we learned life lessons all year this year that have helped us on the court, and that's one of them. You're welcome.
Coach, Julia and Bambi have stayed with your program for 4 years. Tell us about the progress that those two young ladies have made, what they've meant to your team as seniors.
Well, you take, and I'll let Jules finish it up, okay? All right, this is the longest she's ever sat without talking in the first place. To have, them come in and be terrific role players for 3 years, and this is their second Final Four. And to be able, and they both contributed in that Final Four. I can still see Jules making those threes, and then I see Bambi going in and against Oklahoma Baptist and doing a really good job. And I can still remember them doing those things. And then to be a role player and to accept their role for 3 years, and now to be in a lead role, I'm very proud of them. They deserve it. And at times it was hard for them, both of them. But now they see that work has paid off.
Yeah, I agree. It was tough the 2 years, sophomore and junior year, after, you kind of get spoiled your first year, your freshman year, making it to the Final Four. And we had such a great team, and then we kind of struggled. Not that we weren't as good, we didn't have the team dynamic that we had freshman year. And then this year, I feel like we have that dynamic again. Like you said, we've been through adversity, and we've pulled together every single time. And you can just see it in a game. We trust each other on and off the court. And I think the biggest difference this year and like last year is, because we still have Holly German, we still have Rachel, we still have Mary, is that I feel like our inside presence, our post players have worked tremendously hard in the off season and in the preseason, throughout the season, and they've just gotten better. And so now we have an inside post presence like we had freshman year with Katie Nelson to kind of help Holly out in the scoring. So I think our inside game has stepped up, and I'm so proud of them and this team, and hopefully we can keep going.
Coach, one more question. You guys talked a little bit about the game that's coming up Monday. Of course, this is the Tennessee matchup against Cumberland U, a team that when you started at Lee was in your conference. What does it mean to be an all-Tennessee game? It guarantees a chance for a Tennessee team to play for national title, and what do you have to do to prepare for this team?
Well, I mean, obviously, we've kept up with them all year. Me being a Raider, I've had to, kind of track what they've been doing. Jeremy's done a great job. I mean, I'm really impressed with his team, how they play, how they execute, how they are, again, you'll hear coaches say, we're just going to continue to be us, and we're going to keep doing what we've been doing, and, they're very good at what they do, and so, I'm happy for Cumberland. We're excited chance to play them. I asked about halfway through the year my former assistant at Lindsey Wilson, and I said, how good are they? And he goes, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'd pay money to watch you two play. Well, okay. All right. Some people need to come out and watch us, pay a little money, come out and watch these two teams play. I think it's a really even matchup. I mean, I think it's going to be exciting and fun. Tennessee basketball, we've got a ton of Tennessee girls on our team. He's got a ton of Tennessee girls. Freed Hardman's loaded with them. And it'll show you at the small college level, the AAU ranks and the high school ranks, that, Tennessee basketball is really good. I mean, I think Jamie put in his blog, goes back to when these girls grow up, they want to play for Pat Summitt. Okay, well, they got stuck with me, all right? And I wanted to play for Joe B. Hall when I was growing up. They don't even know who Joe B. Hall is, by the way. But, they just do. They grow up loving the game, and they grow up, Tennessee girls, Tennessee basketball means a lot to them. So I think they should be proudful of it. I mean, like Mary doesn't know where she's at right now. Probably half of them doesn't know that, the other two teams besides Westmont are from, Tennessee. But, I mean, it's going to be a great game. We're happy for Cumberland, Westmont, Freed. All four teams are very quality this year, and we're looking forward to a great Final Four and excited about playing Cumberland.
Great. Thank you, Coach, and thank you, everyone else. Good luck. Good luck tomorrow night, and thank you for your time.
All right.
Thanks.